Hey guys, welcome to Gamesiders, and another E3 has come and gone, and I just wanted to share some thoughts about my favorite things that were talked about / announced, the whole E3 experience this year. Starting off with EA, my favorite thing that they announced was this new game called A Way Out. This game is designed from the ground up to be a co-op and a co-op only experience, and I really like that. I like playing co-op, I like playing campaign, so I'm glad that this developer is hearing the cries of gamers like myself to have these really great couch co-op opportunities. I really feel like the way you play this game is a completely different way from playing any other game before it. Much like Quantum Break was totally different, I think this is going to be a new way to play games moving forward, and I'm really excited about that. Ubisoft also announced a lot of awesome stuff, and they did really well, I think, in this year's E3 conference. My favorite things that they announced were Assassin's Creed Origin, of course. I'm not a huge fan of the Assassin's Creed games, but I really like the pirate one, and I'm obsessed with ancient Egyptian culture. I've been a fan ever since the Mummy movie with Brendan Fraser was released back in 1999 when I was like a little 7-year-old. That was the first PG-13 movie my mom let me watch, and it sparked this huge interest in ancient Egyptian culture. So I can't wait to dive into this game and see what it has to offer in terms of history and sights and sounds and assassinations. Starlink, I thought, was also a really intriguing game. We'll see how that plays out. Very much like with Amiibo and Lego Dimensions, it's like a toys come to life, and basically you would attach this spaceship to your controller, and when you change out parts on the spaceship, it'll reflect that in the game. And I think that's really intriguing. I think it'd be really cool. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle also was announced and looks really hilariously cool. It seems as though it has really deep gameplay, but with the goofy Mario and Rabbids aesthetic. And I'm really excited to play this to see how it goes. For me, the standout announcement on the Ubisoft side was their Beyond Good and Evil 2. Beyond team gave us a lengthy demo about how the technology behind the game and how it's going to work and how it's going to play and how it's going to feel. And playing with the sense of scale, with characters, buildings, and even planets and solar systems. And so, wow, like, this game is definitely a couple of years out, but the technology being built behind this game is really incredible. With Bethesda, we already knew that Skyrim on the Switch was coming, but yeah, I'm really excited about Skyrim. This is also a game that I've never played before, and the version I'm going to get is definitely got to be the Switch. And that leaves us with the big three, and we'll just start with Sony, I guess. I loved a lot of what they talked about, but Spider-Man and their tech demo, man, I love Spider-Man so much, and I love that they're taking kind of a new direction with this game, a very Batman Arkham-style direction, and that when this game comes out, that might just be enough to make the switch. I'm also kind of a fan of God of War. I've never played it, and I've never had interest in it before. Having Scandinavian roots, been kind of a fan of that Nordic mythology, although not nearly as much as Egyptian mythology. It kind of has a The Last of Us type of vibe with the old grizzled ancient warrior training this newbie to be battle savvy or whatever, and I kind of like that aspect. Of course, Days Gone is just amazing. The tech demo, the amount of freakers / zombies that they can render is just nuts. Absolutely nuts. I can't wait to play this, even though it's going to be a long ways off. I love zombie games. I love how this game is different in the sense that it's really all about exploration, choice, and you can utilize the zombies and the environments to your advantage. And of course, the surprise favorite announcement of Sony, for me, was Shadow of the Colossus. This is also a game that I've never played. I very much would like to. I've seen gameplays of it, and just the whole concept, the atmosphere, the art direction is unbelievable. And yeah, this is going to be an awesome game. Microsoft had a ton of stuff to announce, and I love just about everything they announced, especially the Xbox One X. There's going to be some name confusion between S and X because they sound so similar phonetically. Kind of funny because Xbox One X's acronym is Xbox. So I don't know if they did that on purpose, but I think it's really clever. I love the fact we'll have the capability of native 4K 60 frames per second gameplay. This is the Xbox One X. We'll have a disk drive that supports 4K Blu-rays, which is amazing, and I'm just absolutely shocked that Sony, the company that invented the Blu-ray format, isn't even supporting that. I mean, that's really embarrassing on Sony's side of things, honestly. Could you imagine, like, for example, Apple releasing a new iPad or a new iPhone, but without a touchscreen? Like, that's just They would never do that. That's the stupidest thing they could ever do. And yet Sony releases their mid-console refresh without 4K Blu-ray support. On the game side, Metro Exodus looks awesome. I actually own both of games on 360 and Xbox One, so I'm really excited about the new open world direction it's taking, and the fact that there's a more outside exploration. That'll be pretty cool. I also really like the mutant zombie mole bear thing. Ori and the Will of the Wisps also looks really good. I've got Ori and the Blind Forest, but it looks really beautiful and a really quiet, touching story that I'm really looking forward to. Cuphead has a release date, so that's awesome. Been following that for a couple years. Microsoft not only follows up on their Sea of Thieves with an awesome multiplayer demo, but they announce a whole other pirate-themed game called Skull and Bones, which is all focused on combat. Looks amazing, from the team that brought us Assassin's Creed, the pirate one. Yeah, this game is going to be great. So 2 pirate games. I'm happy. I like pirates. This is going to be awesome. And of course, State of Decay 2. I missed out on the first one, and I frankly wasn't very interested in it. But how things are looking up so far for State of Decay 2, this is definitely a must-buy day one purchase for me. I've already got it pre-ordered, and I can't wait to pick it up. Perhaps the most delightful and just awesomely surprising announcement that came out of Microsoft was their little indie exclusive called The Last Night. And gosh, like, the graphics are the coolest graphics I've ever seen. It's a completely new graphical style. It's like this 3D pixel art, cyberpunk setting. Art direction is gorgeous. The graphics, while technically pixelated and low-res, look amazing. I have no idea what this game is about. I just know from the pixel art and from the music, the trailer music, I'm going to absolutely love this game, and I can't wait to play it. Rounding off the list, last but not least, is Nintendo. I loved all the amiibos that they announced, especially the Guardian Zelda amiibos that will be released later this year. I really love that they announced a new Kirby and a Yoshi game. The aesthetics for which, really cute, handcrafted for the Yoshi game. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. My feels. I just can't even. When Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga came out on the Game Boy Advance, I was a really big fan. I'm glad that they're doing a remake for the 3DS. I'm looking forward to this remake. Speaking of remakes, Metroid gets a 3D remake of, I don't know, it's one of the old Metroid games. That looks awesome. I am excited that we do have a Metroid game confirmed for the Switch, and that it fills that FPS hole. They also briefly confirmed that, yes, a new main RPG Pokemon game is in development, so that's obviously exciting because I have almost every single Pokemon game ever. Xenoblade 2 looks pretty good. I still haven't played Xenoblade 1, but I want to get it. I'll probably get the 3DS version whenever I have the time to play it. And of course, the star of the show on the Nintendo side was Mario Odyssey, which looks great. I'm really loving, though, that they're going back to the old sandbox formula that Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine brought to the Mario series. Sunshine, to this day, remains my favorite Mario game. I'm just a big sucker for that Sunshine, Isle Delfino goodness. And I'm really excited that Mario Odyssey is going to bring that back and expand on it with a whole bunch of different worlds to explore. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Since you made it this far, you probably liked the video. So please give us a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing for more awesome video game stuff. Did you have some favorites at E3 that we didn't talk about? Let us know and we'll talk about it. Thanks for watching.